Welcome back to the channel, guys. So for today's beat making video, as you see in the title, I just kind of want to show you guys how sometimes simple beats can be better beats than overcomplicated beats. Sometimes we as producers, we overthink it. Keeping it simple and you can come up with some fire, but at times when you try to structure something so complex, man, you can frustrate yourself, and that sometimes ultimately can lead to beat block. So for today's video, man, I want to keep it super simple. I'm not trying to do no crazy chords or nothing like that. I'm gonna keep everything very simple. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've been letting this drum break play for like 5 minutes trying to think of a dope melody to go with this. And I've been playing around with chords and different stuff like that. So I finally think I came up with something that I feel like will fit nice with this. Simple 2-chord progression, nothing crazy. But this is the drum break right here. It's the Dr. Octo Rex, and this is what it is. I haven't dragged the MIDI into the DAW yet. And also I got Radical Keys open up. This is another Reasons program. And this one is actually an electric piano. So this is the idea I came up with out of all those 5 minutes before I started recording, guys. This is what I came up with right here. That's it. That's all I came up with. But I feel like it's gonna be enough to make this track, I guess to start off with. So, and where we go from here, I have no clue. So let's just rock with it. Hold it. And that is pretty much it for that. And I'm gonna let the bass line do the majority of the work. When the chord progression is that simple, man, the bass line definitely gonna have to do a little extra work. All right, so let's move on straight to the bass line. Of course, you guys, for the bass line, I'm using the Rickenbacker bass. And for our bass line, as I just said, this is gonna be doing the majority of the work because that chord progression is very simple. Just based off the drum loop, it kind of gives me like Barry White type of maestro vibes. So I'm gonna try to kind of go with that groove. All right, so let's wake this track up with some nice, simple strings. We got Xenology put up, and we're using the warm strings, and this string is gonna be super simple. I'm just gonna hold this note, then super predictable, but it's gonna be effective. Didn't try to complicate it, just got straight to the point. Now we're about to throw acoustic bell in this track, guys. And remember, everything we're doing, we're keeping it super simple, nothing complex. So right here, guys, I got keyscape put up and I have the plectrum bell put up. And yeah, so this is what it sounds like. And this is all we're gonna do. We're gonna follow that same pattern which you just played with the strings. All right, so next we're about to layer this track, and I'm gonna use an actual like digital sounding choir instead of using a more realistic one. A lot of times I don't feel it's necessary to add like a realistic sounding choir. And this one is coming out of Reasons Rack, and this is called the Choir of Shard. So I'm playing those same exact chords. It just got a nice sound to it. It's almost like a pad type of choir, and it's not like a full-blown choir. Nice, subtle, fills it up. All right, so I've never really like truly deep dive into the Reason sound collection and stuff like that, but I just opened up Dr. Octorex once again, and I thought it was simply just drums, but I didn't know they had like little guitar loops and stuff like that in here. And I found this guitar wah right here, guys, and it actually sounds pretty good. And I feel like it'll go good with this beat, just with the style of the beat that we got going on, so. I think that's the right pitch. Tad bit a little too fast, but we definitely can correct that. But let me go ahead and just drag that down. All right, so you guys already know I love adding vocals to my track, depending on what type of track it is. But for the most part, I like adding vocals in there. I feel like it adds a nice touch to any track. So I got leap hop vocals pulled up. Found this vocal chop, which sounds super dope. But once the chord progression changed, I was hoping that it was another instance of that kind of matches it, but I couldn't find anything, so the closest one I could find was this. But as you guys can tell, it's a tad bit more louder, and the characteristics of it, it's almost completely different, but it's similar in a way the way they say the vowels, but we're gonna make it work. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm about to do. Sounds dope. I just wish it was more similar. All right, you guys, we're about to lay some drums down really fast. All right, guys, so last up on the list is I'm gonna go ahead and get all this tracked out, get the drums tracked out also, and I'm gonna arrange it. I think so far it sounds fire, honestly. Didn't think it was actually gonna come out this good sounding, but we definitely got some here. Enough talking, let's hop back into it, guys, so y'all can check out what this finished beat is about to sound like.